6, 6, 6. Six, six, six.
Far into the dream time. Far into the dream time. The world's gone mad. Isn't that sad? So, I don't know, people. It seems a bit too convenient that Potus has the COVID, and it's also a little too convenient that only Republicans seem to have contracted the COVID. I think it's a bit deeper than that. I think it's a bit deeper than that for sure. It's a bit deeper than that for sure. Is it a deep state ploy? Is it a deep state ploy? Who knows? All I know is that our cognitive dissonance fits no truth. Far into the dream time I fall. I don't know what's going on. I just find it a relatively convenient that only Democrats, people that are closest to the president, supposedly have the COVID 1984. It's just a little too convenient. I'm not sure why. Is it part of the plan? Is Lucifer guiding their dreams? Are we living in the moments of the end times? Has the Ragnarok come upon us already? I guess the good thing is that Potus is doing well, and Potus is doing well, and they might even release him tomorrow. But like I've said many times, I don't believe in coincidences. I know there's people out there thinking that it's all a conspiracy and that Potus faked the whole thing. And then there's other conspiracies where Potus is on an airplane. He's on Air Force One. They keep on talking about the big October surprise, so I don't know. You know, anytime they try to distract you, and one of the greatest distractions in the recent weeks is the first family getting the COVID virus. But, you know, nobody's getting COVID virus from BLM or Antifa. But it doesn't seem like any of the Democrats have gotten the COVID. It only attacks Republicans for some reason. Something really weird happened though the other day. Just before we got the news of Potus, I heard a real high frequency coming from somewhere. And then after that, like it was a real high frequency somewhere. And I looked, it wasn't any of my speakers, it wasn't any of my mics, it wasn't anything. It was like this pulse. It almost came from my cell phone. I couldn't detect where it came from, but it was really close to me. It's really high pitch pulse. And then I kind of got a little bit coughing and, you know, a little bit of a dry cough. You know, I probably have a COVID actually. Everybody has a COVID. That's the thing. Everybody has a COVID virus. Maybe that's Potus's plan. I don't know. Because, you know, I don't know how many Democrats it is right now, but I think it's like 7 or 8, maybe even as many as 9. This is the most cleverest virus in the history of viruses. It only attacks Republicans. But Black Lives Matter and Antifa, there's no COVID there. You know? And it seems like they want to pump up the numbers every time it's convenient for them. Which is another red flag for me. Like, why would they bother? Why would they bother with the like, it just seems like whenever they want to distract you from something, anytime they want to distract you from something, they will pump up the numbers. I said this a long time ago already. But it's all too convenient. It's all too convenient. And I don't know. There's lots of patriots out there. A lot of people are talking about conspiracy. I'm not a tinfoil wearing hat person. I don't really believe in conspiracies. But I also don't believe in coincidences. So my one friend, he said, I use that word wrong, coincidences. When you say coincidences, it's a misuse of the word, because what makes it a coincidence is, I don't know, I can't remember how he said it to me. He is an English major, so I tend to agree with what he's saying, because he is an English major, so yeah. But sorry, buddy, I still don't believe in coincidences. Everything's a bit too convenient. So close to the election. You know, Hillary Clinton is being investigated. She's I know I said in the previous video it was October 17th or something that she was going to be on trial, but it's actually October 30th. It's like I've said many times before, the dominoes are starting to fall, and it's going to go around the world. The only thing we can hope for is truth. The only thing we can hope for is the guidance of the ancestors. The only thing we can hope for is that we're going to be guided to truth. We're being guided to the truth by God or the gods or by the universe. For those hippy-dippy types that don't want to accept God but accept the fact that there is something greater than themselves. I hope I don't get a copyright strike because I'm drinking a beer on there, so maybe I should block out the brand name. That's okay. I don't think YouTube's looking at me too much these days. I don't think they really know that I exist, which is fine by me. Growth is slow, but I appreciate all the people that have subscribed to my shoddy videos, my uncut videos, my rambling rants. I really appreciate you people, even if it is just a small number of people. You know, I'm very grateful. You know, I am going to try to make these videos better. I am going to start making scripts and things like I've said before. And like I've said before too, I'm kind of in transition, so eventually I'll have a nicer studio, and once I get my desktop fixed, I can do a lot more work on that. You know, because I'm going to have my SoundForge and yeah, I need to get my SoundForge up and running. I have SoundForge on here, but it's old, and I'm gonna update it eventually. But it's, like I said, $300 or $400 for the software, so I don't really need to spend $300 or $400 right now on things, especially when my SoundForge already works just as well as any. It's just old is all, and you know, it doesn't have the Pro Logic. It doesn't have the Pro Logic. It does, but there's like certain things are just in analog still. So I'm just dating how old my SoundForge actually is. But all the music I do for these videos, I produce myself. I make it. I mix it myself, and yeah, that's something I do enjoy, is making music, regardless if it's on the guitar or on the computer. It don't matter. I enjoy making music. But hopefully Potus is going to get well soon. There's a bunch of people on the interwebs there that are talking about it. It's all part of the plan, apparently. So, once again, I must have to say, we must all stand behind Potus. If you love freedom, if you like freedom, and you love truth, we need to stand behind Potus. Every human on this planet needs to stand behind Potus. The silent majority is getting louder. The bottom line is that Potus needs to win on a landslide. There needs to be no question who won the election, because the Democrats are going to cheat, and everybody needs to be ready. Everybody needs to be ready. That even means us in the northern part of in the northern parts of the world, in Canada. We need to be ready, because, like I've said before, what goes south affects the whole world. The globalists are not going to stop. The globalists will not stop at nothing. The demons of man will not stop at nothing. The Luciferian agenda will stop at nothing to achieve their goal. The truth is, that a lot of people are going to fall. Drain that swamp, another promise kept. And since Potus has been, since he made that promise 2 years ago, 3 years ago, however long ago it was, 3 years ago maybe. Maybe it's 3 years ago, I don't know. But he said he was going to drain that swamp. And he's even said himself he was just going to drain that swamp as kind of like, just kind of rile up his troops. But I think people are waking up around the world. People are sick of the corruption. People are sick of the lies. People are sick and tired of the darkness that's consuming the world. You know, the cancel culture, the titterati, you know, the titterati, you know, the Twitter mobs, you know, the useful idiots burning down your cities, you know, the commies, the socialists, and the lies. I cannot stand the lies. You know, far into the dream time, we must take a stand. We must awaken from this nightmare that is the modern world. You know, we must get back to truth. We must defeat the forces of evil. Most people are good. That's the good thing. That most people are good. Most people are good. Most people just want law and order and justice. But when they see the elites constantly being caught with their pants down and dirty deals and they're still in power, no justice for them or their victims. But yet, if you have a differing opinion, you get fired from your job and everything else. It's a world I don't want to live in. And if there's one person I can reach out to and open some minds, we all need to open some minds. We got to listen to those truth seekers. We got to follow those truth seekers wherever they lead us. You know, we have to do our own research. Obviously, we have to look into things ourselves and make our own decisions. But if there is any doubt in one's mind about what's going to happen in the United States, every American living abroad, every person on the planet, regardless if you're an American or not, needs to stand behind Potus. You can say what you will about the man. He's brash, he's arrogant. But, you know, if you look past what he's done, or look past his personality flaws, he's a braggart. Yeah, he's a braggart. He's loud. He's obnoxious. But he is a symbol of the time. He's absolutely a symbol. And he's exactly what we need for this time right now. God doesn't make mistakes. The gods don't make mistakes. There's a reason why. There's a reason why Donald J. decided to be the president. He said, I don't even know how many, 1987 I think it was, he did an interview with Larry King or something. You know, look it up. Like, look up all of his old speeches from back in the day, like before he even became president, when he was just a billionaire playboy, when he was a young man. Donald J. hasn't really changed that much. The only thing that's changed about Donald Trump is, well, he's gotten a couple more beautiful wives and he has a few more children, but he's always stands. He hasn't changed his stance on a lot of things, in all the years that he's been in the light. He's an outsider looking in. But he did say on Larry King in 1987, 86, 89, something like that. A long time ago. I'm just dating myself, but a long time ago he was on Larry King. He was on Larry King. And Larry King asked him, will you ever be president of the United States? And he said, the only time I'd ever become the president of the United States is if I feel that there's nobody else who can do the job. And all through the Obama administration, all through the Bush years, Donald Trump's been looking in, seeing the world unfold before his eyes. And then he decided, he gave up so much just to be the president of the United States of America. You know, he had a comfortable, posh life. He never had to worry about nothing ever again. He had a beautiful wife, a beautiful family. He could have just not even worried about it. And that is the one trumpet for Trump, is that he sacrificed everything to become the president of the United States. He even gives up his presidential salary to charity, or to the Republican Party. He gives his salary to the Republican Party. I don't know if there's any presidents ever done that before. I'm sure there has been, but not in recent history anyway. No president, as far as I know, has given their salary to the party they represent. And Donald Trump's not a Republican anyways. It's like somebody was saying, the Republicans depict Donald Trump as a lion, not a rhino. He's not a rhino. He's a lion. He's brash, he's arrogant, he's a braggart. But he's exactly what we need right now. He's going to drain that swamp. Another promise kept. He's put his life in danger for us. So the least we can do as a people, is stand behind Potus. It's the least we can do. The man has put his life in danger. Potus is not safe. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. But Potus is not safe. I've said this in other videos as well. But Potus is not safe. For as long as Hillary Clinton's out there and the vitriol against his president, the bias against his president, the world against him, the globalists against him, the media against him, members of his own party are against him, we need to stand behind Potus. The man has sacrificed everything to represent us and to do right by us. Oh, I'm a Canadian, what do I care? Because I do care about justice. And I do care about the world and the people within it. And I do care about my own lands. Because whatever, like I've said before in many other videos, whatever happens south directly affects us. And our own Justin Trudeau is going to fall along with Hillary Clinton and the rest of them. You know, the dominoes are starting to fall. Like I've already said in many videos, this is probably like the 5th time I've said it. But it's happening. It's fucking happening. Things are about to get real. And like I've said in other videos as well, Potus is not safe. We must stand behind him. It is the least we can do. Anyone in the United States who can vote these Democrats out. Annihilate them. Destroy them. Get rid of the establishment, rhinos and dinos. Get rid of them. They are corrupt, evil, satanic. And yeah, I love how they say, oh God, you know, and God willing, all these Luciferians saying God willing. Which God are they referring to? God in heaven or God on earth? Lucifer is the god of the earth, for those who don't know. But yeah, we must unite under the lion. The lion needs to rise. The lion needs our support. The lion needs our strength because he has sacrificed it all for us. I know this sounds like some religious dogma, how much the lion has infected us, infected our minds, and infected our hearts, inspired us. We need order. We need justice. We need to move into the next century with relative peace and less corruption and less darkness surrounding the world. We need to get back to God, whatever God that may be. My gods are of heaven, not of the earth. And we need to get back to the gods in heaven and forsake the gods of the earth because they are wicked and evil. The gods of heaven are weeping, and we must find the strength to unite with them, to get back to traditional values and understanding, where we can maybe trust the media again, where there's some honor and integrity in the world, where our children actually learn something in school instead of lies and bigotry. We need to unite as one people, regardless race or creed. We need to stand behind the lion. We are the lamb, he is the lion. And God bless. Live in love. Peace in the Middle East.